No. Karl Malone ain't doing this.
Now, given the context that you know about Karl Malone and his past, you understand why Karl Malone did not want to read the things that he saw about himself on Twitter. It could be ruthless, but rightfully so.
The ancient Greeks, the architects of Western civilization, would regularly indulge in sexual activities with children. Were they perverts? In Puritan America, the forefathers of this great land would take wives who were 12 or 13 years old, much younger than the alleged victim. Were they sickos? In Tokyo, you could buy teenage girls' panties in vending machines. Do we call them disgusting? Of course not. What do all those things have to do with
Karl Malone?
nothing?
Hey man, to be honest with you, this is honestly how I look at people who defend Karl Malone. Deadass. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when people were so divided about R. Kelly, if he was guilty or not.
I couldn't help but notice your sign, and I hope you boys aren't too upset about me having to prosecute Mr. Kelly.
Hey man, you do what you gotta do.
Why R. Kelly, huh? What did R. Kelly do to you?
You know, people were so in denial that R. Kelly could have done such a thing because he was a legendary, talented artist. He was a legendary musician. And yet people did not want to say that he did what he did solely off the fact that he was just that damn good as an artist, as an R&B artist. And it's just crazy to me. That's how I see people who defend Karl Malone. Just because he's an NBA legend, that doesn't mean he didn't do these things. You get what I'm saying? Now, with all that being said, it's just very weird how the NBA has chosen to be a socially aware league compared to the NHL, compared to the NFL. You know, they chose to be a socially aware league, right? You know, standing by its players. But you choose to ignore Karl Malone's past, and instead of addressing Karl Malone's past, you guys keep inviting him to events and acting like nothing happened. First was the 75th anniversary team, and then it was All-Star Weekend this year. Now, I feel like, you know, the way social media is, more people is finding out about this, and they're going to look at the NBA with a side eye like, wait a second, what is going on? You're supposed to be this league that's supposed to care about people and, you know, how people feel. I mean, Adam Silver went as low to change how the All-Star game or how the All-Star players are drafted on the captain's teams to make sure nobody got their feelings hurt if they got picked last, right? Like, that's so it's just very weird you do that and then you just ignore Karl Malone's past. Like, that's crazy to me. I don't know. It's not making any sense to me at all. Now, like I said before, I understand that Karl Malone is an NBA legend. You know, the stuff that he did on the basketball court is great. But at the same time, you have to look, if you're going to be a socially aware league, you have to be aware of the players that you're celebrating. And one of the players that you're celebrating is making people very mad, uncomfortable. You're making people angry with this, and it just feels weird. Like, when they pan the camera on Karl Malone, you know people are talking about, like, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? It's like they're just going out of their way to just say, you know what, Karl Malone is an NBA legend. He's a big draw. We're going to make money. And it's just like the NBA is like picking and choosing when to have morals. And to be honest with you, it's just a weird thing to me. I don't know. It's just weird. That's just me. It's just weird. But what do I know, right? I'm just a man. A simple man.